Absolute Radio is where you can hear Prince, Mumford and Sons,
I will wait for you,
and The Killers.
Can you read my mind?
Absolute Radio,
where real music matters.
Absolute Radio is the home of rock and roll football. Barclays Premier League football commentary every Saturday afternoon.
New snacks. Sky Rewards at the O2. One of the many things we at Sky do for our customers because we believe in better. Go to sky.com/customers. 3D glasses required for 3D films. Conditions apply.
Hello?
Can this show get any worse?
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Hello, son, or granddaughter, whichever it is. This is your granddad speaking. At the time of these records are being played now, I'm 59. And I want you to look after these like I've looked after them, so that one day you'll be as proud of your father as I am as proud of my son. Cheerio, God bless you, and I hope you enjoy yourself with your daddy.
Seriously, the internet is getting right on my tits today. Is the internet useful for anything apart from looking up mucky pictures and giving idiots the opportunity to wind people up? 0330 123 1215. Let's close down the internet, shall we?
Iain Lee.
Absolute Radio.
But seriously, think about it for a second, right? Apart from looking up stuff about pop stars from the 80s and Wikipedia, right, and telling you where the nearest garden centre is, right, and letting you know just how mental Britney Spears is, or telling you how tall Bruce Springsteen is, he's 4'11", what good has the internet ever done you? I'll tell you the answer to that. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. All you get on there are complete and utter idiots. Complete and utter? What's my slough? Complete and utter idiots who go on there just to wind people up and slag people off. I spent the last week trying to tell Twitter to take down a fake me, and all this fake me was doing was copying everything that I posted. So every time I post a tweet, then the fake me would post a tweet. And then sometimes would send rude messages to my wife or Tony Blackburn. That's it. What's the point of that? What is the point of that? And because I had a row with some woman on Twitter last week, we've made up now. We've made up. Because I had a row with her, some idiot has written a blog calling me a misogynist, saying my mum doesn't love me because I'm unlovable. Horrible, nasty things. Loads of people trying to wind me up. Well, I tell you what, up yours, up yours. What is the point of the internet? Seriously, I mean, come on. Yeah, I know some of you wouldn't be able to listen to this show without the internet, but, you know, tough. There we go. Don't let my boss, don't tell my boss and say that. You got your forums, your digital spies and stuff like that. Whereas I have had nice contact with the moderators at Digital Spy, and we kind of came to an agreement. But forums like that are self-moderated, right? So it means it takes someone to point out that something nasty is being said on that forum for that post to be taken down. But if it's only nasty people that use it, then guess what? No one's going to report it. Seriously, right? I'm not being flippant now. Name one thing the internet has done that has made your life better. 0330 123 1215. You can't do it. One thing the internet has done that has made your life better. And don't say, I can play Xbox games across it. Well, it doesn't matter, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. All right, get a friend to come round. 0330 123 1215. I'm in a mood. I've got a bit of a cob on today. It's partly... It's 95% because of the internet. Has it done anything good? I'm trying to think. The only sites I go on now, right, are YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and I did close down one of my Facebook accounts, and eBay. That's it, right? I could live without all of those quite easily. All of those I could survive with if I didn't have them in my life. What else do you do on it? Like, you look up mucky pictures. Oh, man, that novelty wears off. Where's the excitement? Where's the excitement? If pornography is that accessible to our young people, our teenagers, where's the excitement in it? Pornography should be seedy and hard to find and sneaking into newsagents that think you're 18 even though you're only 15. That's what pornography should be. It should be bad fifth-generation VHS video cassettes being exchanged behind the bike sheds at school. That's what pornography should be. The internet has even ruined pornography because it's too accessible. It's too filthy. No longer is European strength the strongest strength there is. There's internet strength and it's not good. No good at all. 0330 123 1215. I defy you to think of one thing the internet has done that has actually improved your existence in any way, shape or form. Impossible. Impossible. I have got a cob on tonight. I've had a long day. I've had a really good day, very long day. 4.5 hours sleep last night. Working all day, got home, managed to get an hour's doze. Not very well, got an upset stomach. And the smells that are coming from me, it's like there's a dead rat up my bum. Honestly, the smells are unbelievable. I won't go into much detail, but, you know. So to cheer myself up today, I bought myself, I say bought it, I've seen it, I've not quite bought it yet, but I've spoken to someone who's cut me a good deal. A very expensive electric guitar. Yeah, a cherry red Casino. Yeah, cherry red fun Casino. Yeah, I got one of those, treat myself to one of those. Can't even really play the guitar, but I thought, you know what? I'm knackered, I'm peed off, I'm annoyed, I'm going to spend a bit of money that I haven't got. And I bought myself a nice expensive electric guitar that I can't really play. So I want to know, what things have you treated yourself to when you've been angry or upset or just annoyed with the world? What things have you kind of splashed out on that you couldn't really afford, that you didn't really have much use for, but you thought you'd treat yourself? 0330 123 1215. That's what we're going to do. Light and shade. Happy and sad. Dark and... no, we've done that. Light and shade. It's the same things. Eloise is back.
Hello.
Yeah. It's Macca. What the hell are you doing here?
I don't know. I slept here and I didn't leave. And
I do hope that we charge you rent when you stay here.
Yeah,
Macca,
of course.
Because
yeah.
it would be inappropriate if you were to come and take advantage. I very nearly stayed here last night, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, because I was just over the road, literally around the corner today, all day.
Have you ever sat on those chairs?
Yes.
They are incredibly comfortable.
They are very comfortable. Very comfortable. Okay.
You should have done it.
Well, I should have done. I didn't. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. So, the internet, what has it ever done for you? Nothing. We will not find one positive thing to come out of the internet. Someone's already texted, well, I met my boyfriend on the internet. Really? You won't be saying that was a good thing in 2 years' time, will you, love?
Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. And I'm getting married with you.
Tick your radar diaries now. Iain Lee, Absolute Radio. It's Tuesday evening, for goodness sakes. Macca is there.
Okay.
There we go, he's on the phone. Barry from Watford, my nemesis, but we are good friends ever since I saved your poor show at the Watford Palace Theatre from descending into complete farce.
Yes.
I came and propped up not only your act, but a young comedian who told a story about punching his girlfriend in the face that had no punchline. And I saved the night, Barry. And
You
people were
did.
thanking me and applauding me and cheering me, even when you were on. That's how good I was.
They absolutely loved you.
Thank you. And they absolutely tolerated you.
Yes, they did.
Yes.
Would you like to do it next year?
No
or-
thanks, no.
No.
No, thank you.
£200.
Ooh, it's still taking the mick, but I'm a little bit more interested. If you give me the
Yeah.
£200 now as a down
Yeah.
payment,
Haven't got the booking yet.
in that case, it's a no.
Need to hire the theatre. Now,
Yes,
Ian.
Barry. Yes. Ah! 1 second. I just need to go over to Hollywood America. Is that okay? Thank you.
Dokes. Hello?
I just want to stay groovy hipster scooter because I understand Barry from Watford is now thinking about going into and getting a scooter in order to get around
That's right,
Watford.
he is, yeah.
As well he should. It'll change his life. It'll be for the better.
Well, he's 82, though, and Watford as well?
Well, you know what? If you truly are an 82-year-old life coach, wouldn't you want to go off and experience life to its maximum?
Now, that's all I've listened, because I'm bored of it. That's Thomas Hanks.
Tom Hanks talking about Barry from Watford.
Star
That
of
is-
Bachelor Party and The Red Shoes, talking about you. What the hell's going on there?
Well, he's been talking about me, but Tom, if you're listening, I'm very busy. What do you want, mate? You know, I've
think
got a lot.
He wants you to be in Forrest Gump 2 or something. Speaking of Forrest Gump, Macapaka,
Hello.
you look a bit Forrest Gump tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Stand up.
I do, actually,
You
yeah.
do. Stand up. I want to describe the outfit. Listen to this,
Okay.
Barry. You won't believe it, okay?
All right.
Go on.
He's wearing jeans that are down his arse.
Get out.
He's got a cardigan that is way too short for him on the sleeve and the body. It comes up to his midriff. And then he's got a very nice shirt, but it's the top button's buttoned up. A shirt under a cardigan with the top button buttoned up. Total FG. You've got a total Forrest Gump going on.
What, are you some sort of student?
Were you some sort of student?
No.
No. Hang on, you can hear each other. I don't know why I'm stepping in there. He looks ridiculous.
Well, he's on the radio. It don't really matter, I suppose.
Anyway, Barry, we've only got about 30 seconds left. You've been on for quite a while.
Is that it? I've not done nothing.
I'm
with
just
Tom Hanks.
get to you. You've had Tom Hanks on. You've had a go at Macapaka for no reason, but you can't even see him. Do your thing.
Hold on. People want me to stay on. Don't get rid of me yet.
Let's ask. Hang on a second. Alan Caddick. Alan Caddick. Oh, for God's sake, he's fallen asleep already. Hang on, let me just get line one. Line one. Who's that?
Hello, Ian.
Oh, is it Jean from Walthamstow?
Yeah.
Jean, do you want Barry from Watford to stay on? And listen, Jean, think carefully because whatever you say, I will do. Okay. Do you want Barry from Watford to stay on, or do you want me to cut him off? Now, to make things fairer, Jean, I am going to give Barry from Watford 30 seconds to plead his case as to why he should be allowed to stay on. Okay, Jean?
Yeah.
Barry, your 30 seconds starts now.
Okay. I was going to tell a humorous story about Google Maps that involved the Google vehicle going down my road and taking a photo of me in the bathroom to the frosted grass and my dingle-dangle doing a wee. Then I was going to move on to bad things about the internet. Mum's net, young mums at home slagging me off. Is that it?
Came off.
Good night, Barry. Gee, I can't believe you came off. I can't believe you did that, Gene. You totally cut him off. He's gone.
Ian.
Are you crying? Don't.
No, Ian.
You totally came off.
Ian.
He had his little bit about Google Maps and
I
Mum's
wasn't
net.
interested. Ian.
Gene, I'm getting a fiery new side of you that I've never experienced before. This is amazing. Have you been on one of those assertiveness training courses?
No.
This is awesome. Gene, tell Macapaka to go away.
Macapaka, go away.
Hey, she's good. Don't say it to me. Oh, are you crying again? Is that the sobbing
No.
noise?
Ian, where's Eloise?
Well, this is the question. We don't know. We think she's still coming down from her acid trip.
Oh, acid trip.
Yeah. Have you ever done acid, Gene?
No, I don't do drugs,
No,
Ian.
well, you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. You should not do
No,
drugs. Drugs
no,
is
I don't
bad
do drugs.
because it
No.
means you take a Tuesday off work when you should be working on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Shame on you, Eloise. In fact,
So
hang on a minute.
Ian.
Gene, shall we give Eloise a call and find out where the hell she is?
Yeah, all right.
Hang on a second. Let me get her phone number here. She likes it when we phone her up spontaneously during the show. 07 85. There we go. You could. You've got some of the numbers of her phone number now. You could actually try and phone her up.
Welcome to the O2.
Oh, Jean.
The person you are calling
Right, we'll keep quiet, Jean. You leave a message for her, okay?
Leave your message after the tone. To re-record your message, key hash at any time.
Hello, Louise, it's Jane, Walthamstow. How are you? Why didn't you come to work today? Ian's worried. Ring back and reply. Bye.
Yeah, Jean! This is brilliant. I want to make love to you. I really do, for at least 5 or 6 minutes. But, Jean, you've called... Are you crying? You've called in. They often do when I make love to them. You've mental people I'm talking about. You've called in, Jean.
Yeah.
Can we do anything?
Well, I'm sort of like, how's upset stomach, Ian?
Well, I've got the smelliest blow-offs I've ever had. But the thing is, it's such an unusual smell. I'm finding it incredibly fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
I've never smelt this distinctive odour coming from my bottom before.
Oh, dear. What do you eat?
Sorry?
What do you eat to cause the stomach, the upset?
Well, I don't know.
Curry?
All I remember having yesterday was I had some cornflakes for breakfast, a couple of slices of toast.
Yeah.
Then for lunch, I had a veggie burger and some corn on the cob. Then for dinner, I had a dog poo sandwich, followed by a strawberry yoghurt. So I've got no idea what I could have eaten yesterday to make me feel like this.
Yeah.
Mm.
No. That's funny, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, Jean, thanks for calling.
Yeah, bye.
Absolute Radio is our name.
Absolute Radio.
So, Habib, why do you think Brits like coming here to Tunisia?
There's many reasons.
The internet, seriously? What has it ever done for you? Macapaka, can you think of any positive pluses for the internet? Come on, seriously, you can't do it.
Emails are useful for work.
Right, okay, so you're saying emails?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone with making phone calls and leaving notes and sending letters.
That's right, yeah, very true.
There you go.
Very
See,
good point.
So next one.
Next one, I like to catch up on TV shows on BBC iPlayer.
Get a video recorder. Thank you. Next one. There's nothing that can't be done elsewhere with less hassle and with less chance of someone calling you a knobber or something on there.
This is very true. It's very true.
People are saying to me, "Oh, Ian, but I found friends on the internet. I found my boyfriend on the internet." Well, hey, guess what? People didn't have friends in the 70s. People didn't have boyfriends in the 70s. What are you talking about? The internet means idiots like Noel Taylor can hassle me. Hey, Ian, if you want, you can interview me as Leon Rolyat tomorrow, as long as you play a couple of my songs. Guess what, Noel Taylor? No! I've got a good mind to go round his house and shove the internet right up his backside. The whole internet.
That's a lot of it as well.
That's a lot of internet. Right up your bum, Noel Taylor. Right up there. I've got a proper cob on tonight, Macca.
Yeah. Oh, you seem a bit more...
when I get my electric guitar that I bought, that I can't play, then I'll be I'll calm down. Treat myself to a very nice electric guitar today, thanks.
Yeah, but you said you can't play the guitar very well.
I can play it a little bit,
but
not
you're
well
pretty
enough.
good on the old ukulele. Can you not transfer the skills?
No, I cannot.
Are they
transfer
completely different?
Cannot transfer those skills.
Oh.
I can play it, but I can't play it well enough to justify spending 400 quid on an electric guitar.
That's a lot of money.
I bought a Cherry Red Casino. That's what I bought. Yeah, Cherry Red Casino. Beautiful. It's purely so...
Look at the smile on your face.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I wanted one of these for ages, and I wasn't sure, and I saw some cheaper ones. I was going to get a cheaper one, and then I saw that. I thought, hey, do you know what? What the hell? I'm going to go for the Cherry Red Casino.
Exactly. Why not?
I say £400, it's 450. But there you go. Right? You know.
By 1 o'clock, it's going to be 700, isn't it?
No, there was one for 700, but I thought I cannot. Don't tell my wife. That's all I'm saying. Okay, it's, anyway, so. Right, 0330 123 1215. The internet. Can you name one thing the internet has done that's positive? And also, what have you done to treat yourself that you can't really afford, and you don't really need, and you can't justify? I've spent a lot of money on this guitar, and I can't really play it very well. I can strum a few chords, but I can't play it well enough to spend that much money on a guitar. Matt is in Bristol. Hello, Matt.
Good evening, Ian.
Good evening, Matt.
Well, I actually agree with you on the internet.
Good lad. You know it makes sense.
Well, exactly. I mean, just today, I posted something on Facebook, and I had about 3 idiots commenting underneath. Utter pillocks.
Well, what did you think was so interesting that you should put it on the internet?
Well, I was getting a bit bemused by people obsessing over Call of Duty.
Right.
so I thought I'd write a post about it, and I knew it'd be controversial, but
controversial posts.
it came back to bite me in the backside a
And
bit.
in what way, Matt? What did these kids say to you?
Oh, well, it wasn't actually me. It was somebody else posted to defend the fact I had said it, and I've deleted the comment now, so I can't read
Someone has posted a very interesting. Here's the irony of it. Someone's posted a very interesting tweet, but it kind of makes sense. It's flip side. I agree. The internet is crap. I get ignored on here as much as I do in real life. Bring back pen pals and letter writing.
Not a bad idea.
Now, that's not a bad idea, right? And he's given me an excellent idea, and I think we're going to do this. Macapaka, take note of this, and you need to pass this on to Eloise if she ever decides to come down from her trip and resume controls of the show.
Yeah.
We are going to get a show pen pal.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're going to write to us, and all of the listeners can write to me, and I will forward those letters onto the show pen pal. How awesome is that?
Great idea.
That is a good idea. Handwritten letters.
Yeah.
I don't want any emails. I don't want anything typed. Unless it's on a manual typewriter. I'll let you have that. You cannot type it on a computer and print it off. Handwritten or manually typed letters. So, we need a pen pal. This is a great idea.
I don't even know how to find a pen pal now. I'm not at school because the schools sort it out, don't they?
Schools normally sort it out. I had a kid in New Zealand, I seem to remember. I had a picture of him on a boat. That's all I remember. Well, Macca, don't worry. I can sort it out because I'm speaking literally to the world.
This is very true.
So if you're somewhere in the world, you could be in England, but it'd be kind of nice if you were abroad, I guess.
Get someone from America.
Sorry?
Get someone from America.
Get someone from America. Or, you know, I do like it when people who are pen pals and English isn't their first language.
It does make things difficult.
It does make things a little bit difficult. Anyway, if you're listening to this, and we'll do this over the next week or so to kind of make sure we get someone decent and give the podcast people a chance to join in. If you're listening to this and you want to be a pen pal for the show, you can either call in tonight, 0330 123 1215, or you can email me, ian.lee@absoluteradio.co.uk, ian.lee@absoluteradio.co.uk. You become the show's pen pal, you send us a letter, I send you a letter, listeners write to me, and I forward them all on to you. Literally. If you're a lonely foreigner, we can help.
Yep, that's a brilliant idea.
If you're a lonely foreigner... Thank you, Flipside TV. That's what we'll do. So, Matt, you hate the internet, yeah?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Matt. Was there anything else?
No.
Good. Let's go to Brian. Hello, Brian.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yellow.
Yeah, hello.
Yellow.
Hello.
Yellow.
Hello, something good about the internet?
Yes, Brian.
Internet shopping.
Sorry?
Internet shopping.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Yellow. I don't know what happened there. Yellow? 0330 123 1215. So tonight we're asking for two things. Nice thing is, what have you done? What have you bought yourself to treat yourself? That perhaps you couldn't afford, perhaps you had no need for. I've treated myself to a very expensive electric guitar that I can't really play. Maybe it's kind of like a baby midlife crisis, I don't know. 0330 123 1215. But the main thrust of the show this evening, and think about this, seriously, it sounds like I'm being flippant, and I'm not, genuinely not, right? I've been thinking about this a lot today. What has the internet actually done for us? What has it given us? Nothing. Nothing that we can't live without. 0330 123 1215. If you can defend the internet, life would be so much simpler if we didn't have it. Everything would run smoother. It would be friendlier. Basically, the internet is full of horrible people saying nasty things, winding people up, and that's it. That's all it is, really. 0330 123 12:15. Hayley!
Hello?
It's a good, solid name, Hayley. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
It's a good name. You should be proud of, Hayley.
Thank you.
What can we do for you this evening?
What, the internet?
Yep.
Yeah. First of all, when I was 19, I got a typing book to learn how to type.
Yep.
And an electric typewriter.
Yep.
And it was boring. But ever since I've had the internet, I can type really well. And I make sure I spell well and everything like that. But
So you're saying the internet has taught you how to type?
and type letters faster than what I was before.
So you can type letters faster than what you was before, right? But that you just got terrible grammatical construction. But I learnt to type on my BBC Micro.
See? But like, I didn't have one of them.
But that wasn't on the internet.
Yeah, I know, but like, see, my dad used to have this computer which had a green LED screen.
Yeah,
It had, like,
yeah.
and it was just boring.
Yeah.
But the internet, I don't know no one who's got a computer that uses it that doesn't go on the internet. If they haven't got the internet, they don't use it.
Well, exactly. Imagine, Hayley, imagine if there wasn't any internet. Here's something, right?
No, yeah.
How much, right, most computers are made of, like, plastic and stuff, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Right? There's an oil crisis at the moment. There's not enough oil to go around. In 30, 40 years, 50 years tops, we're going to run out of oil, right?
Yeah.
So to save what limited supplies we've got left, let's not make any more computers. Let's not make them.
Well, they're made out of oil then.
Yes.
Yes.
What do you think?
Right.
What do you think plastic's made out of?
Well, they recycle them then, and, like, just make more out of them.
They don't recycle them, do they? They get taken down the. I chucked a computer down the dump at the weekend. They just go to the dump and they get put in landfill. That's all they do.
I go to. No, I used to go back to the dump and get them out of there, just get the parts out of them. But,
I used to like the dumps when you could go through them and nick stuff. Yes, sorry, what?
The internet, it's just like the world. There's horrible people in the world,
Yeah.
and there's nice people in the world. It's just sifting
But
through
let's
it all.
not. Okay, you're right. The internet is just like the world. There are horrible people in the world. There are nice people in the world. But let's not give the horrible people in the world the chance to speak to the nice people. Let them let them stay in their bedrooms masturbating with a knife. Don't let them have access to everybody else so that everyone else can hear and taste their vile spew.
Yeah, no, I know. I agree with you there. But
Who's that talking in the background?
my friend Dee.
Dee, shut up. Hayley's called in, Dee. Why don't you go off and update your status on Facebook?
She ain't got Facebook. She doesn't go on Facebook.
Oh, then Hayley, let me talk to Dee.
Dee, here, Dee. What do you want to talk to me about?
What do you think I want to talk to you about, Dee?
Go on then.
God, you're a right grump, aren't you?
Yeah,
you've not got Facebook.
No.
Why not?
Because I just don't do that.
Exactly. You don't need it, do you? It's pointless.
No.
Everybody spends all their time updating their status and poking people and tagging people in photos. Idiots, aren't they?
Well, I think people just talk rubbish on it.
Yeah, exactly.
personally, and they just go around. I mean, this with the they call it.
Shut up, Hayley. I'm talking to Dee now. You had your chance and you blew it.
Sorry, Dee was asking me. So I was just saying, when they talk, teenagers.
Hayley, I don't want to talk to you. I'm talking to Dee.
Go on in, talk to me.
I'm talking to you, Dee. You were talking to me, and then she butted in.
Never.
Oh, I've had enough. I've had enough of this.
Absolute Radio.
You're listening to Absolute Radio.
I'm losing my voice again.
Well, Christian, this 3D TV is amazing. Your face.
Jude, Dave and Peter and someone gets dropped off. We'll be with you in a minute. First of all, let's go to Terry. Hello, Terry.
Jude, Dave,
Oh, for crying out loud. This is what I'm dealing with. This is what I have to deal with every night.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Terry. You there, are you?
I am there, mate. I am there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good lad. What can we do
Yeah,
for you?
long time listening to your show, mate. And
I know,
first time I've had
we heard some of the time of you listening to it, but you've called in now, which is good news for everybody. What pearls of wisdom have you got to lay before us, the swines?
I don't know about pearls of wisdom.
Oh.
We start with the internet. Where I can't really give you any good stuff on that because I agree it's totally
It's rubbish, isn't it? The internet is rubbish. Simple
It
as.
is.
We've all been
It
blind.
is.
We've all been tricked and conned into thinking that it's essential and that we need it and that it's the most incredible thing in the world. And it ain't. It's pony.
No. Well, I'll tell you what, I think it's useful for these companies, isn't it? Because it makes their life easy, doesn't it?
What companies?
I think. Well, when you're doing something on the internet,
Yeah.
it makes life easy for the people on the other end.
But what do you mean? When you're doing something on the internet, it makes life easier for the people on the other end. That mean, Terry, that doesn't mean anything. The internet has rotted your brain, you fool.
No, what I mean is, hold on, listen, bear me out on this.
I will try and bear you out.
Well, for example, right,
Yes.
I'm trying to get my Killers tickets for Hyde Park. Incidentally, I've got them in it. Beat down the rain, but I was blinded anyway. But I'm going off the subject. But
Back to the subject, Terry. Back to the subject.
Yeah,
Focus.
yeah, all right,
Focus.
Right, I'm trying to get my Killers tickets. I ain't got the internet myself. I've got the mobile internet.
Right.
So
That still counts as
I'm
internet,
thinking-
Terry. I'll let you know. Mobile
It
internet
does.
still counts as internet. It's
It
just a
does,
little bit
but you
smaller.
You can't order tickets on it, though, can you?
Well, you can on my phone. You must have a crap phone.
You can on. No, I've got a great phone, mate. I'm just not too great on this stuff.
Okay.
But so I went into one of these little internet cafes, done that, tried to find myself a student or someone who could help me out. But 6 hours later, I still couldn't. I'll
Right.
see that little message about, I don't know how many times.
So you spent 6 hours trying to find a student in an internet cafe to help you out. Yeah, that don't sound suspicious at all, does it, Terry? When what you could have done. Do you remember in the old days what you used to do to buy tickets? You would either turn up at the ticket box office or you would make a phone call, Terry.
Yeah, but where's the ticket box office? Couldn't find it. I was trying to get the early tickets, wasn't I, for the Killers.
Oh, and did you know you wasted 6 hours of your life where you could have just made a phone call and you could have got your tickets the old-fashioned, traditional way?
I really wish I had, and I'm never going
Exactly.
on that thing again.
Thank you. And internet cafes, Terry. Now you brought up an interesting thing. Internet cafes, right? The dirtiest, seediest, strangest little place. It's all people sat next to each other in tiny little booths, trying to look over each other's shoulders to see what the other person is looking at, and not having the guts to talk to anybody. If you go in a normal cafe, you get a cup of tea and a slice of toast, right? Maybe some beans on toast. Chances are someone will talk to you. Hello, mate, can I have a look at that paper? Oh, the weather's a bit rubbish today, isn't it? Stuff like that. Internet cafe, that is completely and utterly gone.
Even the bloke who ran it wouldn't help me. I said, look, mate,
Of course they
I'm
won't.
not too good on this. He wouldn't help me. I thought about waving some money about it, and I thought, I'm going to look really dodgy then, am I?
It's £1.50 every 30 minutes. It's 10 pence for a black and white photo print, 15 pence if it's in colour. That's all they want to know. Here's your code. Your time starts now. Soulless places, Terry. If we don't make a stand now, the whole future will be one crappy internet cafe down the Holloway Road. That's what we're heading towards, Terence. And you and I have the power to stop it.
Yeah. I was heading for the one in Charing Cross Road, but I know what you mean.
There we go.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Bringing me to my second point.
Yes, please.
Does anyone actually mention their pointless purchase or something or other? What was it?
Oh, yeah, just a little thing. I bought myself a guitar today as a treat, right? I couldn't afford it, and I certainly can't justify that much money because I can't really play the guitar. I just bought it to cheer me up. Have you done anything like that, Terry?
I have, mate. I must confess. Probably half of it due to being wound up by the internet. But again, trying to being older than you, Ian, like being 44, and you're probably, I'm probably what's the word?
Older than
geriatric.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
I won't say that. Yeah. So I bought myself a lovely spanking new stereo system.
Beautiful.
Thing is, most of my stuff, all my stuff from the day back in the day, 91, 92.
Yeah, classic.
Britpop,
Classic.
It's on horrible little TDK tapes in the loft. Like
beautiful.
hundreds and hundreds of albums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got has this stereo system you bought, or I believe the kids call them these days hi-fis? Has it got a cassette player on it?
No.
Oh no, Terry!
The thing is, I've still got that in the loft, though, mate. But I'm thinking, myself, I've got to get up to date a bit.
Yeah.
So it's got CD, it's got all that stuff.
Yeah,
and,
CD, all that stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
Grandad.
not that bad. No.
You've got to listen. I've got a tape player, and there's nothing I love. Do you know one of the best sounds in the world, Terry? Right? And you'll know this when I say this. Is a tape that's got auto reverse, and it gets to the end of the tape.
Oh, that last little squiggle.
But the bit and where the tape reverses, and it flips over and it starts on the other side. That sound is joyous.
Oh yeah.
Little bit of the auto reverse, Terry. Go and get your tape player, set it up. Go and listen to your TDKs, your C90s. Never a fan of C120s because they always snapped.
Oh, no, they snap, mate. No,
Yeah,
they're useless.
terrible, yeah.
They're useless.
Terry, thank you for that, you old man. David! Dave.
Hello.
Yes?
How you doing?
You don't care. What can I do for you?
Well, you're going on about the internet.
Yeah?
And if it wasn't for the internet, I've just finished building an entire Harley-Davidson motorcycle on a bet off of eBay. And I couldn't have done it without the internet, obviously.
Okay, David, are you putting on an American accent?
No.
Are you genuinely an American?
No, I'm not. I'm Canadian, but I was born over here.
Oh, I'm sorry, brother. That's the worst thing I could say. I might as well spit
cool.
on your
It's
mother. Okay.
No, I was born over here, and then I got shifted to Canada when I was 5.
Hey, okay, so you're saying, what are you saying that's good about the internet? You bought a motorbike off it?
No, I built a motorbike off it.
What do you mean you built a motorbike off the internet?
Well, it started with a bet with a friend of mine who was clearing out a garage and wanted me to put a carburetor on eBay.
Right, yeah.
And we'd had a few drinks, and I shook his hand and said I could build a complete motorcycle around this carburetor.
Wow.
And then, like a fool, I added I bet I could do it all on eBay.
Yeah.
And it's almost done.
Right, that's now, you started off by saying you'd done it, and now, Dave, you're saying it's almost done.
Oh, no, I've got all the bits now.
It's
just
missing
out
the
getting
wheels
painted.
and the handlebars, but apart from that...
No, I've got everything. Everything's out getting painted now, and it's going back in final assembly, and I'm just actually building the wiring loom for it now.
And you say it's going final assembly. Are you doing everything? Are you doing all of the building?
Every last inch, yes.
And how much will this cost you when it's done?
About £5,000.
Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad.
No, it should be worth about $11,000 when it's done.
Beautiful. There's a great investment, isn't it? But Dave, you didn't need the internet to do that.
I needed eBay.
You didn't need eBay.
Well,
you could have gone to breakers' yards, to junk yards. You could have looked in magazines. You could have looked in catalogues. You could have gone to garages. You could have gone to rubbish tips. You could have gone to all of these places. You could have looked in Exchange and Mart. You could have looked in Loot.
It's a Harley Davidson. It all had to be done from Harley Davidson parts.
Exactly.
And
So the challenge,
because of the bet, it all had to be done on eBay.
But it only had to be done on eBay because you said it had to be done on eBay.
Well, yeah.
When I was a kid,
if you don't have the internet, you can't go on eBay.
When I was 15 years old, right, I was as obsessed with the Monkees as I am now. My favourite band. And I would...
so that's your problem.
Well, exactly. It's my problem, and I'm getting therapy for it. I would spend hours looking through the back of Record Collector magazine, looking in all these different magazines and finding all these adverts and writing off to all these people in different parts of England and different parts of the United States and sometimes in Japan, making contact. And they would then send me a list of all their Monkees bootlegs and all their videos that they had, and they'd send it to me. And then I'd go to the bank and I'd get a foreign cheque made out, and then I would send it to them. And it would take months to get a cassette or an LP sent to me, right? Okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Now I can do it all on the internet in 5 minutes. Where's the challenge? Where's the pleasure? There's no challenge. There's no pleasure. There's no quest. It's all too easy, Dave. If you'd have gone around the world trying to get that together, you would have been so much more satisfied than that hollow, empty feeling you'll get when you put that key into the ignition for the first time and turn it and take a ride. Your soul will feel lifeless, Dave, because you bought it all.
I've been all around the
eBay.
world. I've been all around the world because it's a rare model, and I've been getting all sorts of different parts from America.
But from eBay,
Australia.
Dave, you've had no. There's been no journey. There's been no jeopardy. It's all from eBay.
Well, I know, but I don't like to leave my workshop.
There we go, David. Thank you. We're going to move on because we're running out of time. We got to the point in the end. He doesn't like to leave his workshop. I suggest, sir, that you seek therapy as quickly as possible. Louise, Jude, Harry, Peter, and Alfred be with you after Miles came. We're getting people writing in who want to be our pen pals. This is awesome. We've had a few already. We're not going to make a decision today, but if you want to be a show pen pal, email me, ian.lee@absoluteradio.co.uk.
Wishes were trees, the trees would be falling. Listen, why you haven't before. Stand in the place where you are. Stand in the place where you are. Your feet are going to be on the ground. Your head in the place where you are. Around, so stand.
exciting show so far, Macapaka.
Yes.
Very exciting show. We are going to get a pen pal. This is Flipside TV's idea on Twitter. We're going to get a pen pal for the show. Ideally, someone who's abroad. Doesn't necessarily need to be. It'd be great if English was their second language, because I do like letters written in English by people who don't speak it very well.
This person here from Colombia has actually answered your 2 questions.
I know, very good. We're not going to make a decision this week. We're going to let this run through next week, this week, and then we'll make a decision towards the end of next week. But basically, they will write to us, like letters, and we'll write to them, and the listeners can send their letters to me, and I'll forward them all on. Imagine that. They might get hundreds of letters. They might get none.
It's a great idea.
They might get none whatsoever.
But this guy from Colombia,
Go on, read
read it out.
Yeah.
Hi, Ian. I'm from a city in Colombia called Cali, which you've probably never heard of.
I've never heard of it.
I listen to your show every day at work. There's a 5-hour difference.
Okay.
Through the internet, which, to answer today's question, is one of those things the internet has done for him.
Okay, we could send him tapes. We don't need the internet, because we could tape it and send them to you. See 90s, beautiful.
Would we actually do that?
I would do that.
Yeah?
I would do that. I would do that. And in the mood I'm in at the moment, I'm tempted to be his pen pal for 5 months and then go and visit him. But without telling him. Just turn up one day.
Surprise!
Surprise! Where am I staying?
Yeah, although he could be lying and not actually be from Colombia.
And he could be a lunatic. He's on the list. He's certainly added to the list. I will start a little file for people who want to be pen pals. Tonight, we're talking about pen pals. Well, we're not talking about them. We're looking for pen pals. We're asking for nice little things that you treated yourself to but couldn't really afford and couldn't really justify after I've spent a fortune on a new electric guitar. I can strum a few chords, but I certainly can't justify spending that much on a guitar. And the internet, seriously, what has the internet done for you? I suspect nothing. Jude, be coming to you in a minute. Let's go to Peter first. Hello, Peter.
Evening, Ian. How are you?
You don't care? What can I do for you?
I do care.
You don't?
Because I talk to you all the time.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I talk to the woman in W.H. Smith's all the time. I don't care how she is.
Okay.
Get this right. The woman in W.H. Smith's, right?
Yeah.
I've been going to this W.H. Smith's for 9 years, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I stopped doing a breakfast television programme called Rise.
I remember
Stopped doing it 7 years ago.
Kate Lawler.
Thank you very much. 7 years ago, I stopped doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I go into Smith's, right, this woman says, right, if I go in like 10 o'clock in the morning, you finish work for the day then? And I went through a period of going, no, I work in the evening now. Oh, okay, you still doing the breakfast show? No, I stopped doing it. And so I said that, and I said I've stopped doing the breakfast show. Okay.
Yeah.
The next day I go in, 11 o'clock in the morning, you finish work for the day? And it got to the point where I went in and I showed my wife, because I said to Fandango, you won't believe this. And I would go in, and she thought it was hilarious. To the point where I now go in and go, yeah, I finished now. She goes, oh, who did you have on today? And I make up people. I said, we had Lady Gaga on this morning. Oh, brilliant. I must try and watch it.
Have you made up someone completely different?
So, hang on, Peter, what Becca?
Have you made up someone completely, like, a complete fictional character?
No, I will do that.
Peter,
shut up! I'm talking to Macapaka!
Okay, Mark is his name. Can we talk again?
You're yay close to being cut off, Peter.
I know. It's happened before.
And it's happened again. There. Is he trying to pull back the curtain? What's going on there? Jude!
Hello, fella, how are you?
You don't care. What do you want?
As a matter of fact, I do care. It's quite nice to know that you're having a good show. Anyway, some of the listeners might be, interested in that, but get to the point of the call.
Yeah, please.
What he's done for me. Right.
Yes.
One thing and one thing only. He's given me free GPS software for my phone because I drive all over the continent. So basically got me out of a massive charge from my Dutch sat-nav supplier.
What?
I won't mention any names. But one thing it also hasn't done for me is give me cheap insurance. All it did was give me a bloody headache.
So hang on a minute.
Basically, the internet has done one thing for me, and that's it. So I can't really stand its call now. I just thought I'd put my argument across.
So the internet has done one thing for you, right? And that one thing is...
Other than that, it's a bit naff.
It means you can find your way around Europe.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying.
Job, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say one word to you, Jude.
Yeah.
Do you know what that word's going to be?
Maps, but
well done. That's it. No, stop there. That's it. Maps. There is nothing. There is nothing more satisfying, Jude. Jude. There is nothing. There is nothing.
One word for you.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
I understand your one word.
Yes.
This is my one word. Free.
There is nothing more satisfying in life, Jude, than plotting a long journey, particularly through a foreign country, on a map. on a map, and then finding out, Jude, that you've gone too far, you've taken the wrong turning, and spending 10 minutes scratching your head looking at the map, and then realising, well, you made the mistake, turning back, and the satisfaction of finding that turning that you drove past the first time and going down it because you read a map, not because a computer or your phone is telling you which way to go, sir.
But when the gear you've got in a trailer might be backline for a rock band and you really have to get it there on time, that, to me, is I'll have a little look at a map beforehand, but I'm going to let that show me the way.
Have a little look at the map and write down the directions. What do you think, Jude? What do you think, Jude? What do you think, Jude, happened in the 70s and the 80s when Bob... Well, what do you think, Jude? What do you think, Jude, happened in the 70s and the 80s? What do you think, Jude? What do you think, Jude, happened... What do you think, Jude? What do you think, Jude, happened in the 70s and the 80s when Bob Dylan was on his never-ending tour and the roadies had to get all of his guitars from what do you think, Jude? What do you think, Jude, happened in the 70s and the 80s when Bob Dylan was doing his never-ending tour and the roadies had to get all of his guitars from one side of Europe all the way to a tiny village in Spain? They used maps, Jude. They used maps.
Ian, please. Ian, I'm well aware of that, but my key word was free. And it also means I travel light. It means I haven't got to take a mountain of maps with me. I've got that sitting on the windscreen looking at me. Which
how much did that cost?
Nothing. It's free.
What was
with
free?
My phone.
Right, how much did the phone cost?
Nothing. It's free on my line rental.
Okay, so how much did the line cost? You're telling me you got a phone for free and you don't pay anything for the phone?
No, don't pay anything for the phone. I've got a low line rental, about 20 quid a month.
Okay, so it's costing you 20 quid a month. Okay, so already we've got a cost in there.
But, yeah...
Already it's costing you... Jude, shut up. It's already costing you 20 quid a month, right? It's already costing you 20 quid a month. So you know, that's 240 quid a year it's costing you, right? You buy a few maps, 30, 40, 50 quid, tops, that's it.
Yeah, but
they'll last you for a few years.
Wouldn't I? I'd still need my mobile because that's how I do my social networking. I scroll from my
social
phone,
networking. So now you're talking about social networking.
No,
Jude, where are you going with this?
No, listen. The internet. I don't do anything else on the internet. I very seldom use it. But what I'm saying is, my mobile to me, so everybody's number's in. I don't have a landline at home, and that's why I'm happy to buy a line rental. Everybody has mobiles. Everybody has line rental. It's one of those things that we all have. Well, I say all. The majority of us have. So, this device, you know, I didn't pay for. I got it for free. You know,
Jude, there are so many flaws with this dull argument. I'll tell you what they are. First of all, you can get maps.
Anyway,
Secondly,
it may be a dull argument, but at the end of the day...
Jude, shut up. You don't... Will you shut this bloke? Shut up, for Christ's sakes. Jude, you can either get maps, or you can get a sat-nav, a TomTom, that doesn't require the internet. Ladies and gentlemen,
that's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.
I'm saying to you, yes, Ian, I have a TomTom, as you've mentioned the brand, and to update the new maps, because the maps do go out of date, they wanted a fortune off me.
Well, then that's Jude. You're expecting. This is the problem with people nowadays, right? How old are you, Jude?
35.
Okay, you're borderline young. Okay, this is the problem with people younger than me, right? You want everything. You think that everything should be given to you for free. Well, you've just said that you don't want to pay for maps and you don't want to pay to upgrade your sat-nav.
No, but what I'm saying is that the long and short of it is that...
Why should you get it for free? Jude, why should you get it for free?
No, I'm not expecting it totally for free. But what I'm saying is, Mr. TomTom, I parted with, I don't know, 350 quid for my device.
Yeah, it's good business.
And they wanted the best part of 200 quid to upgrade the maps. Well, I could go out and buy another...
Jude, your argument is literally going around in circles and making no sense at all. You can either buy some maps... You can either buy some maps, or you update your sat nav. I don't see what the problem is. You don't need the internet. You do not need it.
Well, maybe I could ring up someone and order a chip with the data pre-installed. Fair enough. But
Jude, thank you very much. You just did my argument for me. It was hard work, but I think he was an intelligent enough lad to have realised he was talking out of his backside. Thank you, Jude. Harry, Louise, Rosie, Alfred, be with you after this.
for yourself, my man. You'll never be what is in your heart. My dear, deny my dear.
Let's go to Harry. Hello, Harry.
Hello. Hi.
What can I do for you, Harry?
I bought something exciting, I guess.
Go on.
But quite I think this is probably like the epitome of extravagance, or I bought a crown, which I mean,
whoa. Did you just say you bought a crown?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I bought a crown. And, it was a very extravagant purchase.
It is very extravagant. A crown is... I don't know anybody who's bought a crown, no. Can you describe the crown?
Yeah, I would say, if I wanted to put it onto a member of a royal family, it would be like a prince's crown, It's like a little brass circlet with little fleur-de-lis that come up off of it.
Yeah, I so want to believe this. Yes, go on.
And it's a really beautiful little thing, and I just decided that I needed to buy it, that it would make my life a bit more complete.
What does a crown go for these days?
Well, it was well into the hundreds.
Oh, is that all? I thought it'd be thousands.
Well, you can definitely spend thousands,
Of course you can. Is it encrusted with any jewels or gems?
No, well, it's got sort of little black stones into it, but it's not it's not a piece of fine jewellery, but it's a proper weighty, nice thing. I mean, I feel quite happy to own it, but it was the most pointless thing I've ever bought. I've worn it twice.
Where? That many times. Where did you wear it to, Harry?
Well, I wore it to a party, one party actually, and then I decided that it was quite a casual crown.
Yep.
It was sort of wearable.
Yeah.
So I've worn it a couple of times just out and about, on the street.
Yep.
It's kind of unassuming. I don't know.
Are you not concerned that maybe a hoodie would snatch the crown from your head?
It worries me. That kind of stuff happening. But But no, I mean you can't let that sort of stuff hold you back. I guess.
If you do, then the terrorists have won.
Yeah, well, exactly. You can't submit to intimidation.
And Harry, can I ask where did you buy the crown from?
It's from a shop called Coq Desai, which is in Soho.
It's called what?
Coq Desai. It's a French shop.
Say that again.
Coq Desai.
How do you spell that?
KOKON 2 ZAI.
KOKON 2 what? Yeah.
ZAI.
Yeah.
And there's one in Notting Hill.
There is one in Notting Hill. Yes. And
are you on the internet?
I'm on the internet.
That's naughty.
It is naughty.
You couldn't do that.
No. Okay.
But it's fine.
Okay. Thank you.
It is a real shop.
It is a real shop. Okay, and they sell crowns. Well, that's fantastic. Okay, well, Harry,
Yeah.
and are you going to keep hold of that crown, or do you think you might sell it on?
No, I'm not going to sell that. I quite like it,
Yeah.
And I've got a bit of a reputation from it now,
Do they call you Queen Harry?
Well, there's the thing, But I think that whole door has been blown wide open. We've got Grace Kelly and now Kate Middleton and
Grace Kelly, Kate Middleton, and Queen Harry.
No one can say anything, about that kind of stuff.
Harry, is there any chance that you could send us a photograph of you in your crown?
Possibly.
That would be wonderful. It would be wonderful.
Yeah, okay, I can do that. What is the email? I'll get it off the website actually. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, and also I wanted to say about the internet.
Yes.
About, I don't know, I feel like it's a way for people to be lazy.
Exactly, it is. Like that last caller was saying, it is a way for people to be lazy.
And I think most of the information on the internet is, either unreliable or outdated or old. And if you want decent up-to-date information, you have to pay from online archives and e-journals, databases, which you have to buy a membership to have relevant information. And the same stuff is available in the British Library or... I mean, obviously it's a wonderful thing if you haven't got access, if you live in an island in the middle of nowhere, but at the same time to actually get quality...
Harry, I'm listening to you. I think I've got a little bit of a crush on you. Seriously, are you do sound very, very posh, Harry. Are you? You own a crown. Are you descended from royalty? Have you got regal connections?
No, I'm not of royal blood, I'm afraid.
That's a shame. You'd like to be, wouldn't you?
Yeah, maybe in my heart.
What you need-
Maybe back. Apparently, I think someone kidnapped a princess in my history back in 84.
Are you saying you're the product of a sexual assault on a princess?
Possibly.
Okay,
Yeah, but I mean that was
taking
just the way
shine
things
off
were
it
done
slightly.
then, you know. But I've heard
It is
the
just the
story.
way things were done. It was the way that the kings were made.
Yeah.
Have you got
Abduction.
You know what you need? Abduction. The abduction induction. What you need is an ermine cloak.
No, I have some ermine. You know, I can't help myself.
Queen Harry, I love
I
you.
have a stole. You know, like a mink stole where
I
they have
do
the little head bites onto the tail.
Yep. Oh, so wonderful.
I found one in ermine, and
I'm a vegetarian, and I don't believe in fur
I
coats.
don't. It's vintage, you know.
But
and that's
exactly,
fine.
I think that the stoles. I think that they
They're fine, you know?
those animals deserve.
Whatever.
Is the stole an animal? No, it's the ermine, isn't it? The ermine, true. What's an ermine?
Yeah, it's a little animal.
An ermine's an animal.
White
okay.
animal.
Okay. Well, Queen Harry, it's marvellous to talk to you, Your Majesty. And
Yeah.
I would love a picture of you in your crown.
Sure, I can send you a picture of my crown. That's all right.
On your head, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks very much.
Absolute Radio.
You're listening to Absolute Radio.
Check train times and save on tickets with the trainline.com.
What's her name? Virginia Plain.
Friend, I'm not your only friend, but I'm a little glowing friend. But really, I'm not actually a friend, but I am. Ooh-ah! Blue canary in the outlet by the light switch. Who watches over you? Make a little birdhouse in your soul. Not to put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. I have a secret to tell from my electrical well. It's a simple message and I'm leaving out the whistles and bells. So the room must listen to me, filibuster vigilantly. My name is Blue Canary, one note spelled L-I-T. My story's infinite, like the Longines Symphony. It doesn't end. Blue Canary in the outlet by the light switch. Who watches over you? Make a little birdhouse in your soul. Not to put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your stove. I'm your only friend, I'm not your only friend, but I'm a little glowing friend, but really I'm not actually a friend, but I am. There's a picture opposite me of my primitive ancestry that stood on rocky shores and kept the beaches shipwreck-free. Though I respect that a lot, I'd be fired if that was my job. After killing Jason off and countless bloody Argonauts, bluebird of friendliness, like guardian angels, it's always here. Blue canary in the outlet by the light switch, who watches over you? Make a little birdhouse in your soul. Not to put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. Not to put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. While you're at it, keep the nightlight on inside the birdhouse in your soul. Not to put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. Seriously, man. Seriously. Why am I not number 4 in the hit parade? Why should I be number 4 in the charts? Jeez. I'm excited, Macapac. I'm excited.
You've seen it?
I'm excited, partly because I get to see Eloise tomorrow, because I miss Eloise.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
Eloise.
yeah.
She's awesome. I've enjoyed working with you.
Thank you. I've enjoyed working with
I'll be honest, I've had enough.
Fair enough.
I'm being honest. I'm looking forward to seeing Eloise tomorrow. It'd be great to have her back, if she bothers to turn up. She comes down from a trip. I'm excited that I spent way too much money on my cherry red casino guitar.
£700.
No, I didn't spend. I didn't spend. There was one that was £700.
Yeah.
The one I got is £450, but someone's doing me quite a nice deal on it. So my Epiphone casino, which I'll hopefully be getting in a week or so, I'm very, very excited about. And I'm also excited because nobody this evening has come up with an argument as to why we should keep the internet. No one's done it. Everything they've suggested, it's like, well, yeah, you can do that via a map, you can do that via something else. It just takes a bit more time. And all this extra time we get from having the internet, what do we do with the extra time? We look at the internet more.
Very true.
We look at we look at YouTube. We go around looking up, drummers from bands that were been on Top of the Pops in 2004. We would do that kind of stuff. It's no use to anybody. It's no use to anybody whatsoever, apart from those drummers. Louise!
Hello.
Hello, Louise. Sorry to keep you waiting so long. That can only be described as rude, and you have my humblest of apologies. If I had a crown to give you, boy, oh boy, would I give you that crown.
I don't think I can top that crown story.
The crown was amazing. I was thinking, is this guy for real? And I think he was for real. I think Harry actually bought a crown.
Well, someone has to.
It takes someone very special to buy a crown. I would like to get a top hat.
Yes. You should go to this amazing night I went to the other weekend called Bella Creek, and you have to go, it's the burlesque night, and you have to go in corsets and top hats, obviously top hats.
I don't look so good in corsets, I'm afraid, Louise. I can't carry a corset off. I haven't got the hips for it anymore.
And they have trapeze artists just above the crowd and everything, so that was really cool.
Wow. You weren't dressed up in like a corset and stuff?
Yeah, you have to get in.
Isn't burlesque... Now, don't take this the wrong way.
It's
just chubby girls in pants, isn't it?
Only if you go to a low-quality place. But no, it's more of just a show, but with scantily clad men and women, but not in a...
Because I'm doing a monthly variety night, and the next one is on August the 7th. By the way, I'm doing a show with Dougie Anderson this Friday at the Camden Head if you want to come. A few tickets available. Dougie's coming on the show tomorrow night to talk about it. But I do a variety night, and we have like a magician, a couple of comics, a singer, a variety act, and people keep saying, oh, you should get a burlesque act in. But is it not just posh stripping?
Yes, but dancing as well, and also there's sort of acrobatics involved as well. So
I like acrobatics.
Yeah, this guy who's hanging from 2 strips of silk from the ceiling above the dance floor, and this guy was holding onto this, and this girl was on there as well. And he actually lay down horizontally, and she was just stood on him. They just did this amazing act. So there is a cheeky side to it, but then there's
the cheeky side. I don't know if I could justify the cheeky side. I don't know.
Oh, there's always room for cheekiness.
It would feel like a second-rate clip joint. Anyway, okay. So I can't remember what the point of this was.
I was just ringing to say that the internet sort of inspired me to go and do something I hadn't done before.
Okay. Tell us how it inspired you and what it was it inspired you to do.
Well, I was just looking around, and my friend had said that her New Year's resolution was to set up a gang, not a street gang, but to go and do something. So she'd set up a skiing gang to go skiing.
A skiing gang?
Yeah.
That's the poshest gang I've ever heard of in my life. A skiing gang?
Well, yeah, because to go to the snow dome, because me and her and a couple of others went, and then some other people came along, so it was quite fun. Went for a few drinks with them all. But the main thing was we wanted to do... We both like cycling, and we were like, we should do the cycling...
A cycling gang, why not?
But it was all full, so we were like, we'd like to do it, but we wouldn't like to do it just by ourselves, and we wouldn't know the route. And then we saw on this meetup thing, there was another group going at another time, and so we sort of spoke to them on there, and it's a nice site. It's not like dating or anything, it's just going off to do fun things. And so we did the London to Brighton with 50 other people that we hadn't met, and then we all went out afterwards.
And can I ask you a question, Louise?
I sense it's going to be rude, but of course you can.
Did you cop off with any of them? Bang! You totally did!
No, I didn't.
You totally did! But listen, but you
I did admire from the lycra clouded behind, I have to say.
Oh, you
Kept me
pervert.
going.
Did you do it in your corset?
I should have done. I would have got more money on my and also on my sponsorship page, because I did it for cancer research on Just Giving, which is another website that's very handy, so you don't have to pay people. I got bonus money if I went out in heels afterwards, which I did.
Well done, you. Okay, well, there's a couple of things. Just Giving, of course, is fantastic, and they it's great. But you're saying it would just be a little bit more effort to go round, to everyone at work and go around to see all your friends and knock on the doors in your street. You could do that without the internet, couldn't you? Of course you could, and it might even show a little
Unless
bit
you
more.
knocked on the door of someone dodgy and got kidnapped, then you wouldn't be able to do the trip.
I would suggest, Louise.
It's a more posher form of begging without having to beg.
Yeah, okay. Well, supposing, yes, you could have been abducted by knocking on someone's door. You could also have been groomed by somebody on the internet. So that could have happened. And you could have done the London to Brighton bike race on your own. You could have found...
No, because I don't know the way, and I'm not very good
for
at maps,
God's
and I would have
sakes,
got
I
lost.
don't know. But like hundreds of riders do it, don't they?
Yeah, we saw lots of other people
you
doing it on the bus,
you
but we
just
didn't
follow
want
them.
to go, two of us, because when you're in a big group, you get less likely to get killed by cars because they have to go round you.
But
rather
the
than
London to
going
cycle
by
bright race, like London to Brighton cycle race, hundreds, thousands of people do it. My father-in-law's done it. Thousands of people do it. So you're always going to be in a big group, Louise. You've given no.
We couldn't do it on the day because you have to pay and register with the Heart
so
Foundation.
basically-
They were all full. So if it hadn't been for that website, we wouldn't have had the confidence to go
So
and do
basically,
it.
you're saying the internet is useful for people who are a bit tight and a bit lazy and can't
No,
fill in
no,
forms
not
on
a
time.
bit
That's
tight.
what you're
I
saying.
donated money to charity as well, so
But you didn't. But you couldn't be bothered to pay the registration fee to do it on the proper day.
No, we wanted to, but we couldn't because it actually was full up.
But you could have found a group by putting an advert in Loot, by going to the library and looking on the... There's so many ways. All it's done is it saved you a little bit of effort. It saved you going around collecting money, and it saved you going around trying to find a group of people that you could do the cycle race with.
But
So it's
we
just,
might not have, because we didn't think it would be, we didn't realise quite, we knew the popular one on the day, but we didn't realise quite how popular this thing would be if we hadn't looked at the site, because I've never seen an advert for people doing that kind of thing, and I might have been a bit suspect if there was just an advert, because you don't know some old bloke in his bike,
Well, what did there was a strange misplaced giggle then. Louise, you've put up the strongest argument so far this evening for the internet, but I'm being generous just because I like the sound of you. It's pretty poor. You could have done all of those things with a bit of willing and a bit of oomph.
I wouldn't have known, though, that it was such a popular thing to do.
But listen, what do you think people did in the 70s and the 80s? They made phone calls. They researched. They got in touch with people.
I asked all my friends, and the only friends that would, only me and one of my friends on cycle, and the other ones, they actually drove down to Brighton with our stuff so we could get dressed and go out clubbing afterwards. So that was great, but all my friends refused to cycle, bar one.
How long did it take you to do?
I don't know, God. Because there were 50 of us, we had to stop we sort of got all separated, so we had to keep stopping to wait for the group to get together. Yeah. But I don't know, probably about 4 hours.
So this group was slowing you down, Louise? You
no, I
chose
liked
dud
it.
people.
I popped into the newsagent and got an ice cream, and got two, actually.
I had, on Sunday morning, I had a Magnum for breakfast. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I had ice cream for lunch.
It's the best, isn't it? How old are you, Louise?
Double caramel. I'm 29.
29. I had a double caramel as well for breakfast. Right, 29. It kind of dawned on me. I'm 38, right? And it only dawned on me a couple of years ago. I can eat ice cream and sweeties whenever I want now. I haven't got to ask my mum. And it was such a joy going into the co-op Sunday morning and going, I'm going to have a double caramel Magnum for breakfast. Thank you very much. In your face convention, and indeed up yours, mum. Louise, thank you for that.
That's okay. Nice talking to you.
And nice talking to you. Take care. Ta-ta. Oh, no, hang on. Look, we've got Rosie, we've got Jonathan, we've got Daniel and Alfred. That's probably enough for the rest of the show. We don't need no more callers. We may do some calls straight to air after this.
Absolute.
I've just had a really good idea. I'm going to start a totally awesome rock band and have a hit record. Yeah, I'm going to do it. With my new guitar, I'm going to write some brilliant songs.
Yeah.
Right, and have a hit record. Why not?
It's easy as that.
Why not? Because I'm in a band, right? And we put some songs on the internet, CD Baby and iTunes.
Yeah.
Cost $59 to put up, right?
Really?
We got $35 back today. Yeah, we've almost broken even after 2 months. Yes! I'm living the dream. I reckon if this carries on the way it's going, in 15 years, I'd have made about $25 on this baby. Sweet as a nut. Rosie!
Hello.
Hello, Rosie.
Hi.
Yes.
I just phoned to talk about things you've gained off the internet.
Okay, let's. I am suggesting that the internet is pointless. It serves no purpose whatsoever. It does nothing for us. It's just an excuse for idiots and indeed arseholes, excuse my French, to breed and to spread their poison.
Well, I don't like it at all. I'm not on Facebook or Twitter.
Oh, I envy you, Rosie. I wish I were in that position.
But what about podcasts?
About podcasts? Interesting. It is interesting because I was considering this, but I don't think it's impossible for a radio station of our calibre to record shows onto cassette and send those cassettes out. Wouldn't that be good? That'd be good if you joined a mailing list, right? You said, "Oh, I want Iain Lee, Dave Gorman, and the Jeff Show," right? So you tick those boxes, and then each week you got sent out like cassettes of all those shows. Wouldn't that be brilliant?
Oh, the work experience people would hate doing
It
that.
would be brilliant. And if I'd been around in the 70s, that's what I would have come up with. So, and also, Rosie, this whole kind of thing of time shifting and being able to select when and where you listen to something, either tape the show off the radio or listen to it live or don't bother. That's it.
Okay. No, I just thought that's my only thing. I'm not an internet junkie.
No.
But that's the only thing. That's something I enjoy.
No, you're right. But I kind of think you should make an effort to listen to the radio, or at the very least put in a blank cassette before you go to bed and press record and play, and you can listen to it the next day. But otherwise, if you can't be bothered to make the effort, then,
okay. Well, I am making the effort tonight.
I'm not having a go at you, Rosie. I'm not saying. When I say you, I mean the other idiots who are listening to this at 3 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. Those idiots,
right?
Not you, Rosie.
No, yes, but I am one of those idiots.
Have you ever bought yourself something just to cheer yourself up, or as a little treat that you couldn't really justify?
Possibly not me, but probably my son. I have, yeah.
You bought something for your son?
Well, nothing major, but yeah.
Rosie, do me a favour tomorrow.
Yeah.
Go and buy yourself something. Go and treat yourself to something. It's the most amazing feeling. It's totally... You can't justify it. There's no reason or logic behind it. You shouldn't be doing it because, of course, you could spend that money on something far more useful, but go and treat yourself to something tomorrow.
Okay.
But no. Don't okay me and then...
Okay.
Promise you'll do it.
I will.
Promise you'll do
in
it.
trouble.
Promise you'll do it. Give me a call tomorrow and let me know what you bought.
All right, then.
Thank you, Rosie. Ta-ta.
I'll make a note of her number.
Yeah, do. We'll give her a call tomorrow and see what she bought. Do it, honestly. But all of you, go and do it. Listen, I spent 400 quid. Do you know what I mean? I can't afford it, but I sort of can. You don't need to spend that much. Go and spend a tenner.
Yeah.
Go and buy a CD. Go and buy a book. Go and just go and do something. 10 quid, 20 quid, 5 quid that you can't justify at all.
Yeah.
And just treat yourself. Wonderful feeling.
I'm going to do that.
Do it, Macca.
I will.
Daniel.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
How are you tonight?
You don't care. What do you want?
Sorry?
What do you want?
What I want? Well, basically, I was going to ring up about pen pals.
Yeah.
I can't, because you haven't had any calls about pen pals.
We've had a few emails. We are looking, for those who've just tuned in, we are looking for a pen pal for the show.
I would like to be a pen pal.
Well, Daniel, tell me more about yourself, sir.
Well, really, I live in Surrey, so it's not very far from you, but I always remember when I was a kid, there was a girl that lived literally about 2 rows down, and we used to write to each other.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
It was. But when you're so young, you couldn't go and see them.
No.
But then at one point, a bit later on, I did actually cycle around there with my brother to her house.
Oh, hello.
And we sat outside her house chatting.
To her?
Yeah, we chatted. Actually, physically talking face to face.
Are you, Daniel, now, if I make you the show's pen pal, are you going to ride your bike to One Golden Square and sit outside Absolute Radio?
If you want me to.
Okay, it's interesting.
I could do that. Or, you see, as I've grown up, you see, I can now actually drive a car. So I could actually drive.
Listen to you, Prince Charming. He's flirting with me now.
You're impressed.
Daniel, it's tempting. I will put you on the list.
thank you.
I'm kind of hoping for a foreign chick, if I'm being
Yeah, no,
honest.
but,
Being honest. Daniel, listen, very kind. I will put you on the list. Thank you for that. I'm just moving on because we're kind of running out of time. Look at that. It's 9 minutes to. We've got Mark Crosley coming on at 1 o'clock. Jonathan.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Jonathan.
Ian, you're pretty much a hero of mine. I've called in today. It's going to feel like a terrible dream tomorrow.
Okay.
I've only just tuned in recently, so I don't really know the topics. I know whatever you bought off the internet, things that you couldn't live without.
No, we're not talking about either. We are not talking about things you bought off the internet and things you couldn't live without. But well done. Okay, you've kind of split.
Sorry,
two
I'm
subjects.
a podcast person. Not me. I'm going to listen to this tomorrow, and it'll be like a terrible dream.
It will be a nightmare. You'll be holding your. As soon as you hear what the topics are, you'll go, "Oh no!" Never mind. It's good to talk to you.
I said dream for a reason, my friend.
Oh.
Okay, we're running out of time. I know. But I've just moved into a new place.
Well done.
And I need to get friends, basically. And you can only find them online these days. You can't just sit down next to someone and say, "Hi, I'm so and so. How would you like to go out for a drink or anything like that?" It's so hard without the internet. I don't know how I'd manage.
But how do you listen? But people have had friends for centuries, for thousands of years, without.
They have
the internet.
But now we've become so different that I can't imagine doing that anymore.
No, exactly. We need
fun.
to smash up the machines, unplug them, and go out and talk to people. Go to concerts, go to bars, go to libraries, go and join groups. The way people used to make friends, when people would phone up, I help like Anna Rabin and stuff like that in the 80s, 70s and 80s.
This isn't a helpline, by the way.
They would phone up people like her in the 70s. I can't make friends, and they would say, "Well, go and what are your hobbies? Go and join a club. Go and learn karate. Go and join a book club. Go and join a bird watching club." But you're missing out on so much. You're missing out on so much by not going to.
I was wandering around the streets by myself.
I'm not saying.
I'd be so lost.
Jonathan, I'm not saying wander around the streets by yourself. I'm saying go and join a club. Go and do something with your time instead of knocking one out in front of. What?
You have to find them, Ian. You don't just stumble across a karate club in Cambridge.
Of course, you have to find them. And how do you think you would find them without the internet?
I would have to simply explore, and I'd get lost. But
Jonathan, listen. I'm going to move on because we're running out of time, and I want to speak to Alfred. But no, you would go to a library. You would read a local newspaper. Yep. There's all of these ways of. Alfred, can you believe these kids?
I can't believe it after things they're bloody saying.
Yeah.
Ian,
yes.
What a fantastic voice you've got.
Thank you.
You should be in a West End musical.
Oh.
You're sensational. I can help you.
Okay.
I know people.
Please do. I'm a good singer. I'm a good singer.
Yeah, you're fantastic. Alfred. Alfred.
That's you.
I'm Alfred.
That's you. Yes.
Anyway,
I'm Ian. Nice to meet you. Hello. And that's Macapaka over there. Yes.
I travel around the West End in a cab, a London taxi with blacked out windows.
Good for you.
And my chauffeur, if he was to use a sat nav, I'd blow the bloody doors off.
Yep.
He has to use his A to Zs.
Yes.
And he's got to. Otherwise, I'll sag him. Listen, you want a top hat?
Yes, please.
Topsareus.com.
Right. Well, that's on the internet. I've also got a big head. I need to get my head measured.
Oh, they'll measure it for you. They'll get
online?
A couple of I don't know about online.
There we go.
Ian, I got a fantastic phone call today.
Okay, yeah, go on.
And I'm ringing you up now because hopefully you'll be interested.
You got 30 seconds. 30 seconds, Alfred.
From a film company.
Oh, all right, movies and stuff. Yeah.
And they've asked me if I'd like to star and co-direct in an English version of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, beautiful.
Now, I'm going to put this to you now.
Yes.
Would you be prepared to co-direct it with me?
Well,
and I'd like you to play Murdoch.
Well, listen, after the debacle last time with me and Vinny auditioning, Alfred, I'm not really sure I want to get involved in any of your...
Yeah, but this is why I've come back to you. I think you can play that part.
Yeah, Alfred, I'm not sure I want to get involved in any of your movie projects.
But we could make it a sense. Listen, they're going to let us use Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, no, Alfred, no, I auditioned for his last movie role, and it was just...
I was there, yeah.
Macca, I'm hoping we don't see you tomorrow. Not out of rudeness, but I'm just looking forward to seeing Eloise again.
I am as well.
Thank you. But thank you so much for your help.
No worries.
You've been a star. Absolute pleasure to have you on board. Eloise will be back tomorrow. Dougie Anderson, I think, is popping in tomorrow as well. Mark Cross is up next. See you later. Ta-ta.